The Clay Eagles are coming off their best season since 2012, a 5-5 campaign in 2017, and we're joined now by Clay head coach John Galyas. And John, last year, your first year as head coach for the Eagles, but a longtime assistant coach, a Clay grad. This Eagles have been in your blood your entire life, basically. Was your first season as head coach everything you thought it would be?
Yeah, it really was. I mean, obviously we'd like to win a couple more games, but it really was. I mean, we accomplished a lot last year. We want to really convince our kids and really the community that, hey, we can compete in our league. And I think we did that. I had a great group of seniors last year who bought in right away and really led us throughout the year. We had a lot of fun, for sure.
You mentioned you wish you could have won a few more games, went 5-5, but the 5 losses went to teams Northview, Central, Whitmer, all made the postseason. Those 5 teams combined for, I think, 40 wins. So it's not like you lost to bad teams last year.
Yeah, correct. The Whitmer game kind of got out of hand a little bit, but the other games, I mean, we were fairly competitive in, and that was like one of our biggest goals heading into last season was we wanted to compete in all our games, and that's something that we think for the most part, we got done last year. And again, it goes back to our kids just believing and St. John's win was a big one for us last year. Lima was another big win for us. And our kids are, they're really believing that, man, we can play. And we've seen that in the off season too, in the weight room. It's been really good.
Speaking of that St. John's victory, it won the BCSN Breakthrough Performance of the Year, the first time Clay had beaten St. John's in football. Is that the type of victory that could echo through not just last year, but for the future years as well? A turning point, if you will, that something you can point to the junior high kids, say, hey, this is what we have accomplished. That's just the beginning of what we can accomplish.
Absolutely. We think it can be a springboard kind of to have us take the next step, which obviously that's what we want to do this year. Is take that next step, and we want to play in week 11. I mean that's a big goal of ours, and that type of game, that type of win, definitely we think can help us get to where we want to go. That was a really good St. John's team, so it was very exciting. Obviously it was homecoming here, and the atmosphere was incredible, and that's something that we can definitely build on.
Coming into last season, Clay had combined to win 4 games the previous 2 seasons combined. So last year you surpassed what the previous 2 seasons had done. How much was that a selling point to the kids to believe that success could happen here at Clay? Because you look at a program that has struggled, a lot of times that's the biggest difficulty. Not necessarily the talent on the field, but getting the kids to believe in themselves.
Absolutely. In our senior group last year, from day one, they bought into what we were preaching, and they led us. And again, we're seeing the carryover from that group, even though they're gone. Our seniors this year, we've seen a lot of growth in them in the off season, to where they have really stepped up and they're assuming that leadership role that really you need your seniors to do. I mean, you really win with your seniors, and it's been awesome to see them kind of grow this off season and step up and lead, and that's a big part of it.
Speaking of the offseason, I'm a big believer that you're not going to win or lose games in the summer because there are so many different factors that come into individual games. But the summer is really when you can build a winning season, build a winning program.
Absolutely. And so far, the summer's been great for us. Our weight room attendance has been really good. We're getting ready to head into our first mini camp next week, so we're really excited about that. And our kids are excited too, which is awesome. And we think if we can stay healthy this year, we can definitely meet some of those goals that we have laid out for us.
Now, 2 days begin the end of July, first week of August. For those who don't realize, what can football coaches do with the teams during the summer? What can't they do?
Well, we get 10 days starting June 1st from the state, in which we can hold. Really practice, and obviously we're just in helmets. But those 10 days are teaching days for sure. We're installing things on offense, defense, special teams. Your 7-on-7s are included certainly in those 10 days. We have a couple of those in late July. So you know, you got to take advantage of them. And you know, it's not only football that gets 10 days; the other sports do too. So you got to work with everybody and try to coordinate everything to you know, get everybody where you want them at the right time. It's you know, because at Clay we got to share guys. I mean, that's for sure. And that's something that we push not only as a football program, but kind of as an athletic department. Is we want multi-sport guys. I mean, for sure. So it can get kind of crazy sometimes trying to coordinate with, you know, basketball, wrestling, baseball. But I mean, we manage.